Lucha Libre, the sport we all fell in love with. From the mask, the moves, and of course, the stories. When we think of Lucha Libre, we think of El Santo, Blue Demon, and of course, Rey Mysterio. During the rise of Lucha Libre fame in Mexico, many luchadores were soaring left and right to make Lucha Libre the legendary sport we love today. My name is El Misterioso Edgar, and today's Unmasking episode will focus on the legendary Black Shadow. Alongside Blue Demon, Black Shadow was leading the charge of Lucha Libre into the hearts of many people. Black Shadow was a key figure in the growth of Lucha Libre throughout Mexico. Real name Alejandro Cruz Ortiz, who was born on May 3rd, 1921, in León, Guanajuato, Mexico. Growing up, Alejandro wanted to become a musician, but was unsuccessful making a living from it. Being a lifelong fan of lucha libre, he decided to begin training in 1941. According to CageMatch.net, one of his first matches took place in Guadalajara, Mexico. That event took place at the Coliseo Olímpico. In this match, La Bestia Roja defeated Jungla Cruz on December 17, 1944. What Alejandro didn't know was that he was on his way on becoming one of the greatest luchadores of all time, adopting the mask and persona of Black Shadow. Black Shadow was trained by Blue Demon, Antonio Camargo, El Enfermero, and Manuel Miranda. Cruz made his professional debut on June 21st, 1942, against Rito Romero, losing his debut match. Initially, he was billed as Jungla Cruz, named after a popular character from the funny papers, but he did not like the name the promoters had forced on him. After making his debut, Cruz realized that he needed to perform regularly in order to improve. Thus, he decided to move to Monterrey, Mexico, which at the time was one of the main cities for wrestling in Mexico. In Monterrey, he befriended another young wrestler trying to break into the business. That wrestler was Blue Demon. The two struck up a friendship and soon after began teaming together on a regular basis. After competing under his real name for some time, Cruz decided to reinvent himself with a new image. He adopted the ring persona Black Shadow, complete with a distinctive black mask featuring white trim around the eye, mouth, and nose openings. The new persona was an instant success. Together with Blue Demon, he formed the masked duo known as Los Hermanos Shadow, Spanish for the Shadow Brothers, despite not being actual brothers. The pair quickly rose in popularity and became one of the top technical good guy teams in wrestling at the time. In the mid 1950s, Los Hermanos Shadow, the masked duo of Black Shadow and Blue Demon, ignited a decade long rivalry with the top Rudo villain team, El Santo and Gory Guerrero, known as La Pareja Atómica. Their tag team matches constantly sold out arenas across Mexico, cementing their place in lucha libre history. But it wasn't just about tag teams. The rivalry between El Santo and Black Shadow soon extended into a series of legendary singles matches. During his incredible career from 1944 to 1996, Black Shadow faced off against El Santo in 22 singles matches. The rivalry reached its peak on November 7, 1952, in one of the most iconic matches in lucha libre history, a lucha de apuestas, a mask versus mask match. This grueling 70-minute battle, still celebrated today, wasn't just a wrestling match, it was a cultural milestone. The match helped popularize the lucha de apuestas concept, making mask matches the biggest draws in lucha libre even today. According to CageMatch.net, the match was mask versus mask, best 2 out of 3 falls. El Santo defeats Black Shadow 2-1. This event was the EMLLL Super Viernes, and it was located in Arena Coliseo, Mexico City. This took place on November 7, 1952. This bout was so impactful that wrestling promoter Salvador Luterol began building the famous Arena Mexico to accommodate the soaring demand for tickets. The match also marked a turning point for El Santo, turning him into a beloved technical hero, propelling his career in wrestling and cinema and cementing him as Mexico's most iconic wrestler. While some wrestlers struggled after unmasking, Black Shadow thrived. His innovative high-flying style, including daring moves off the top rope, kept him a main event star throughout the 1950s and 1960s. Let's take a closer look at some of the most iconic moments in Black Shadow's career. On January 18, 1947, Black Shadow faced El Santo for the very first time. The match ended in a hard-fought draw, marking the beginning of their legendary rivalry. The event was in EMLL, Sábados de Coliseo, held at Arena Coliseo in Mexico City. On February 11, 1947, Black Shadow defeated Mario Prado to win the Jalisco welterweight title in a high-stakes Super Libre match. The event was wrestling in Guadalajara, held at La Plaza de Toros, El Progreso, in Guadalajara, Mexico. On January 2, 1949, Black Shadow teamed up with Blue Demon to defeat Juventino Romero and Rito Romero in an exciting tag team match. The event was EMLL Domingos de Coliseo, held at the Arena Coliseo in Mexico City. On October 30, 1953, Black Shadow defeated Tony Bourne in a mask versus hair match. Black Shadow kept his mask while Bourne was forced to shave his head. The event was EMLL Super Viernes, held at Arena Coliseo in Mexico City. On May 17, 1957, Black Shadow and Blue Demon defeated Chico Casasola and El Enfermero in the quarterfinals of the Mexican National Tag Team Title Tournament. The event was in ELL Super Viernes, held at the Arena Coliseo in Mexico City. Black Shadow achieved numerous accolades throughout his career, including winning the Mexican National Lightweight Championship, capturing the Mexican National Tag Team Championship alongside Blue Demon as part of their iconic partnership. In 2001, he was honored with the induction into prestigious Wrestling Observer newsletter Hall of Fame, cementing his legacy as one of the all-time greats in lucha libre history. Although Black Shadow didn't reach the same mainstream fame as El Santo or Blue Demon, he was deeply loved by his fans. His charisma and iconic presence earned him roles in several Mexican wrestling films, where he was often credited as Black Shadow. In two notable Blue Demon films, Blue Demon en Noche de Muerte and Santo y Blue Demon contra los Monstruos, Black Shadow took on a unique role as an evil duplicate of Blue Demon, dressed in Blue Demon's costume and posing as his real counterpart. Black Shadow added an intriguing twist to these cinematic adventures. Black Shadow's last recorded match took place on August 27, 1996, where he faced Angel Exterminador in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. This match took place in Torreon, Coahuila. Black Shadow ultimately lost the match, marking the end of his in-ring career. In 1981, health issues prevented him from renewing his wrestling license, which led to his retirement after an incredible 40-year career in lucha libre. Alejandro Cruz, the man behind Black Shadow, passed away on March 8, 2007, at the age of 85 due to pneumonia. When discussing the legends of lucha libre, El Santo undoubtedly stands at the top, followed closely by Blue Demon. But in third place, many would argue it's Black Shadow, a pioneer who helped shape the art of Mexican wrestling. What do you think? Does Black Shadow deserve the number 3 spot in lucha libre history? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know which wrestler you'd like me to cover next. I've been El Misterioso Edgar, and I'll see you in the next video.